Welcome to Faustlife19’s Fight Forecast. Finally, it's time for UFC 325 Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. Make sure you catch the action live at the Qudos Bank Arena in Sydney Olympic Park, Australia, this January 31st. Are y'all ready for some bold predictions? You ready for a forecast of fury and our take and who's gonna crush it in the octagon? Make sure you like, put a subscribe for more fight, forecast, and premium content. Without further ado, here's Faustlife19’s Fight Forecast of this week's main card. Here's the lineup. Let's get it. We got Quillan Salkilld versus Jamie Mullarkey. Second fight of the card we got right here. We got Tuivasa versus Tallison, Teixeira. Number 12 versus number 15. Third fight of the main card, we got Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Ruffy. Number 9 versus number 14. For the fourth fight of the main card, we have Dan Hook versus Benoit Denis. 6 versus number 8. Last but not least, for the main event of the card and the championship featherweight title fight, we got Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. Champion and Volkanovski versus number 2 and Diego Lopes. Looking at this card right here, it's an amazing card. Banger of a one. Let's get it. We got Quillan versus Jamie Mullarkey. So both of these fighters, just seeing the highlights of Quillan, I like him. Jamie Mullarkey's been around the block for a very long time too, and I like him as well. I don't have a lot to say about this first fight on the main card, but my favorite to pick right now, Australia versus Australia. Come on. I got Quillan. Got him winning by knockout, second round. Second fight of the main card, we got Tuivasa versus Tallison, Teixeira. We got Tuivasa 15-8, Tallison, Teixeira. We have them at 8-1. Both coming off a loss. Brazil versus Australia, 6-7 versus 6-2. I got just straight up Tallison, Teixeira. I think he had a bad start when he fought Derek Lewis. He has his time to avenge not that loss against Derek Lewis, but against an opponent in Tuivasa, which is pretty similar in striking and power, maybe. But all confusion aside, I got Tallison Teixeira going in for that W. I got him by TKO. Next on the main card, the third fight of the main card, we got Rafael versus Mauricio. 13-4. We got him Rafael. Mauricio Ruffy is 12-2. Fiziev coming out with that W. Loss for Mauricio. I like Brazil versus Kyrgyzstan. Yeah. Rafael Fiziev has been around, and I've seen a lot of cool highlights from this guy, and some bad losses. Same with Mauricio Ruffy from the Fighting Nerds coming off that loss as well. You know, it was a bad streak for the boys back home, the Fighting Nerds. But yeah. I got Rafael Fiziev coming out with the W. All right, y'all ready for the co-main event right here? We got Dan Hooker versus Benoit Denis. 24-13 for Dan Hooker. 16-3 for Saint Denis. Win for Saint Denis. Loss for Dan. Last fights they had. France versus. Looking at this fight, you know, I'm a fan of both of them. One of those cards are, again, cards like that, but it's one of those cards where, my favorite fighters fighting each other. I don't like it, but I watch it. I really like both of these fighters, like I said. Got to pick a winner and a loser. I got Dan Hooker. Benoit Saint Denis, I got him coming up. So, Dan Hooker, I predict him to. Are y'all ready for the main event of the main card? Hey, what's up, bro? He's back. The homie right here. What do y'all want to name him? I haven't named him. He's wild. He doesn't want to talk like that. He's trying to hit me. Gotta name you.
What's the name?
What do y'all think? Comment in the section below in the comment. Let me know what kind of names y'all got. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. That is a banger of a fight for the main card. We got a champion versus number 2. Champion and Volkanovski, Diego Lopes. Holding that number 2 spot in the featherweight title bout. Got 27-4 and Volkanovski's in. Diego Lopes has 27-7. Win and a win for both of them. Come on, man. Come on. The last fight they both had Volkanovski pulling it off by unanimous decision. Do I believe that can happen again? Do I believe something like that can happen again? Yes, I believe another decision. But before we even get that far, I would say Diego Lopes will pull this off. I got Diego Lopes pulling it off by TKO, third round. TKO. Diego Lopes up. Be a rematch after that, since they both came pretty close the first fight, and this next one might be a third one. All this is up in Paramount now, Paramount Plus. Check it out. Saturday, January 31st. Gonna be a banger of a fight. UFC 325. That's all for this week's Faustlife19’s Fight Forecast. Thanks for tuning in as we broke down UFC 325, Volkanovski versus Denis. Don't forget to like this video, and also make sure you all subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next forecast. Until the next time, peace, God bless.